Hi, I'm Judy. Recently I was threatened and forced to do things I didn't want to, and worst of all, to lie, all in order to save my reputation. It all started, it started when I was in the first grade. I had, and still have, a classmate named Max. He and I always hated each other, but as we grew up, he started to become interested in me. He asked me out so many times, and I always had two reasons to refuse. First, I really didn't like him because he was a mean person, as you will soon find out. Second, I really didn't have time to go out because I was always busy. You see, my family was pretty poor. We barely made ends meet. My mum and dad were both working 2 jobs, and we still didn't have enough money. So I started working as a janitor at an office when I had time. It helped my family, but for me, I was constantly tired. And also, I was a little bit ashamed to be working as a janitor, but it was manageable until I saw a familiar face in the office. Max. It turned out that his father worked there and he was visiting him. So he saw me and was surprised and started making mean jokes about me being a maid and stuff. I was incredibly embarrassed and angry because out of all the people from my school, it was Max who found me. The next day he came up to me in school and showed me his phone. There were several photos of me working at my janitor job. I told him that the photos were creepy and not okay, but he answered, "You go out with me once and I delete the photos. Let's go to the movies and stuff. I'll pay." I asked, "Or what?" And he said, "Or I will show it to everybody." Not the worst price to pay. Am I right, Judy? It's so hard to sound cool, but I was pretty sure he spent his entire night coming up with those lame lines, but I felt like I had to accept. I had no other choice, really. So that evening we went to the movies, and Max tried to act all sweet and cool. He bought me snacks and even tried to be romantic, but it didn't work, because he still manipulated me into going out with him. He even chose some boring romantic comedy because he thought I would like it. Well, the movie ended, we went outside, and I asked, "So, will you delete the photos now? Can I go now?" And Max really didn't like that. He had hoped that him being romantic would change my mind about him. So he got angry and answered, "No, if you're going to be so ungrateful, I think I'll hold on to these photos for a little longer." I was really angry, but again, what could I do? I had to continue doing favours for him. Someone might have said that I was really ungrateful because he was spending his money and time on me, but I never asked for it. Basically, for the next few days, he asked me to take selfies with him to show that we were hanging out together. Or told his friend that I was his girlfriend and stuff like that. Now, I wanted to go to work just to avoid Max. When I was doing what he wanted, he would try to be sweet again and say stupid things like, "Come on, I'm nice. I'm doing this for you." I would just smile awkwardly and remain silent. There was nothing I could do. The last straw was when we were hanging out in the city together and we met a group of our classmates and started to chat. And then Max took my hand and said, "Yeah, sorry, me and my girlfriend are busy. See you tomorrow." It was okay to do something like that in front of his friends, but not with people who we both knew. He didn't dare call me his girlfriend on Instagram, but now he finally did it. I took my hand out of his when our classmates walked away and said, "Don't do that again. I'm not your girlfriend." Max got furious again, like I hurt his pride. He answered, "Oh yeah, you will either do what I want, or I will show everyone the pictures." I took a long pause and then said, "Okay, do it. I don't care. I would rather have everyone laughing at me than spend another minute with you." Max started to laugh. It was very fake, and posted the pictures in front of me. I turned around and went home, and I cried all night, knowing that everyone would laugh at me, and I would still have to go and be a janitor. The next day started, and people did pay a lot of attention to me, but not in the way I expected. A lot of people were asking me why I was working as a janitor, and why Max was posting these photos. I explained the situation to people, and many of them were impressed that I was so mature, I guess. Like I had more work experience than my whole class combined, and they all said that there was something fishy about Max being my boyfriend. It was priceless to see Max's reaction to it. He wanted everyone to mock me, but instead, people were just interested or didn't care. I thought multiple times during this situation that I didn't have another choice. And I was wrong. You always have a choice. Even if the outcome can be bad, it's still a choice, and I will never let bad people manipulate me ever again. Please share this video so other people will know how to deal with situations like this one. And of course, leave your own stories in the comments.